Good evening, Plum here, playing World of Tanks, and this is a quick disclaimer at the start of this video because the audio quality of my commentary isn't as good as it normally is. I don't know what happened. I did everything I normally do, recorded the match, and at the end of it I thought, brilliant, that was a great game, and then put it into my editing software and it sounds a bit crackly for some reason. Maybe I turned the mic around or something, I don't know. Can't think what it was, but it doesn't sound like this. It sounds a bit worse than this, but you can still hear me perfectly well. So on with the match.
Good evening, Plum here, playing World of Tanks. We continue our weekly Tier VIII Medium run of videos. T69 time. Auto-loading tank. Pretty good looking machine. I like it. It looks good. It does have that slightly futuristic look about it, even though it was designed 50, 60 years ago. Seems utterly crazy. Actually, what am I thinking going up here? It's a Tier 9 match. Changing my mind, actually. Changing my mind. I'm going to go back this way. 4 shots in the clip. We are averaging 240 damage, but only 173 penetration. That's obviously fine for sides and rears of tanks. Not so much for the fronts of some of the Tier 8 and Tier 9s. Gonna struggle. I struggle a lot. I hope I can get across here without taking that inevitable shot. Phew. Let's kind of get into a frontline position so I can get shots on that bulldog as he messes around with the pan for 2. I'd like to get shots on that guy. Doesn't seem. No, not going to happen. Whoa, bulldog takes a nice hit. I do not have the best of luck in this tank, no doubt because it is an auto-loader, and I am no authority on how to drive auto-loading tanks. Keeping a watchful eye up on the ridge as well. They do appear to have really pushed hard on top of the hill. Can I get some shots on this AT-15? I've got to shoot his commander's hatch if I'm going to do any damage. Come on, got to wait for this thing to settle down. I'll get a couple into him. Move out of his line of sight. Now he's going to change targets, I hope. Yeah, come on Alf Panther, come back this way. Come back this way. He's got to move this way, I think. But let me shoot you, fella. Tracked him in position, so that's not too bad. Work this reload. Now they're holding them at the top of the hill, which is great. Oh, I'd love to get shots. I can't now. They're just going to aim at me. T95, is he going to be pushing up this direction? He probably is, isn't he? Let's face it. He's a slow moving brute. There he is. Just wanted to get eyes on. Better ping the map. Make the team aware. We've got a monster tank moving up our flank. Right, T71 and a Yag Tiger.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
One more of those, and we should better kill him.
Destroyed.
Don't go out there. Well, he's fired at least.
Critical hit.
We do some crit. I was waiting for that shot from the Yag Tiger, but I can't sit there. Now where's the T95 going to be looking?
So I'm just going to pause the gameplay there and bring up the tactical map for you. I'm now here. I've just taken a hit from this Yag Tiger. I was here on this corner next to T49. I decided completely incorrectly to drive up this road here, and that gave the Yag Tiger a really nice clean line of sight right across all of that lot to hit me really hard in the backside for 549 hit points. I'm going to feel that later on in the match, I can tell you. What I should have done and I don't know why I didn't. It's hard to say. Heat of battle. I should have gone up here. I'd have been completely safe. The Jagdtiger wouldn't have been able to hit me. These buildings would have been in the way, and very quickly I'd have been out of his line of sight, even if those buildings weren't there. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that big mistake I made, because it's going to really hurt me later on. Let's see what happens next.
I think I can get up here without being shot by him. Need to relocate. Let's look at this mini-map. Got to work out what to do here. This situation is grim. Our MT25, I don't know why he's over there trying to cap. I can maybe take out the AMX-12T at the very least. Ooh, now hello, this could be a payday. We've got 3 light tanks all sitting around the cap. If they're going to go in the cap, that's great for me. Right, let's try and side scrape like a boss. We'll take that shot. Thank you very much. There's 2 more light tanks over here, and a Jagdtiger and a Panzer IV. Nah. Do I go for the reload, or do I go and try and kill the AMX-12T? He's got a Jagdtiger friend. Let's go get the Bulldog first. Got 2.5 minutes. This may not be the quickest. I might get shot in the side here. That Jagdtiger's probably moved up. There he is. Phew. We slipped that shot quite nicely into the Bulldog. He's too quick for me. Yeah. Can't afford to reload now, because he's probably going to come around behind me, isn't he? Let's just get pre-aimed. Can't miss this shot. If I miss this shot, I'm dead. T95's now moving up on me. Going to be wise probably to let this guy shoot. Where's he gone? Jagdtiger's there. Okay. If I can just get around this corner before the Jagdtiger spots me. Yeah, I think I'll be alright. Got 49 seconds to get to the AMX-12T. I've got to go for now. Shall I go for the reload? Right, I'm going for the reload. I should have reloaded earlier. There's the Bulldog. The Panzer IV's over here as well. I better tell the team I'm reloading. 12 seconds to go. And I've pretty much got no choice, and I've got to go for the cap. Right, let's go for it.
Target acquired. Gotcha.
Still 2 in the cap. Where is that Bulldog? 1 in the cap. This is turning into quite a good match. Where's that Bulldog? He's gonna come up behind me, isn't he? I got a feeling he's gonna come up behind me. I suppose the AMX-12T. I'd love to know where he is. The Bulldog. I need to know where the Bulldog is.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. We've lost the track.
He's gonna have rate of fire. Oh, please be lucky, please be lucky, please be lucky. Phew. We get 5 kills. This is one tense game, people. I'm telling you, I'm starting to get a bit of a heart rate going now. I do not normally have these kinds of matches in this tank.
So back to the tactical map, and I am here. I've just had a good little run here. I've just killed 3 tanks. I was messing around over here. Cap gave me no choice. I had to come and decap, so I positioned my tank here, got my shot off at the Panzer IV, wasn't it? And that made me pretty happy. I knew then that the Bulldog was located, that was around about here somewhere. So I felt reasonably safe moving up and completely decapping and getting the AMX. So he was behind that building. That made me a little bit happier. And then I got a little bit sad because I kept my momentum going out into his open ground, and he was on the mini-map, the Bulldog. He'd moved, he'd come round this way, parked up around here somewhere, and nasty Bulldog, and tracked me and got a couple of good clean shots into me. I could turn my gun. Luckily I had you know, the rounds to shoot him. If I'd been empty, I'd have been dead. But luckily, second shot hit him, so I managed to kill the bulldog. So that made me very happy indeed. Meanwhile, the rest of my team, they're over here. A couple of is it TDs and a artillery. So the rest of the remaining enemy team, they're also over here. There's a Tiger 2, an AMX, and the last reported position of the Yag Tigers over here. So they're all kind of focused over here on these tanks, and they're not really worrying about me. I'm not in the cap yet, but I'm thinking, right, I think I'm going to probably start the cap, because if they're going to fight over here, I mean, if they're going to just keep butting heads, little cross swords, then maybe best thing for me to do is just to cap, and it might even win it by capping, maybe. That's not likely to happen, is it? But let's see what happens next.
I haven't really said a lot in the last 5 minutes because I've been concentrating really hard. Shall I go for the cap? Yeah, I'll go for the cap. Go for the cap, go for the cap. Yag Tiger's pretty... I don't know actually, because... Ah, it's 2 against 2 now. The Yag Tiger's over there. He can get to me in 2.5 minutes though. Is the problem. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Tiger 2, no, I'm leaving. I've got to leave. I know where they are. They don't know where I am. They're probably going to think I'm going to lay up in there, probably. I know where I'm going. I'm going to go round. Whew, I'm going to go round. The back here. I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying to you guys, I'm sorry. It's one of those games where it's all hinging on me now. I guess they think I'm going to lay up and probably skulk around near the cap waiting for them to come to me. This is all going to rest on where they are and where I come across them. The Yag Tiger, if I can just find the Yag Tiger on his own and track him. Ah, dang it. Has he spotted me? I don't have sixth sense. Yeah, he's stopped. So he knows where I was. I've got to change tack again. I can't go back the way I was just seen. I can't keep going the way he thinks I was going. That's got to be the Yag Tiger in the base. Right, I'm going right around again. Oh god. I wish I had sixth sense now. What's going to happen? I don't know. 3 minutes to go. We are lapping up some serious mileage. I'm glad these things don't have fuel tanks that run out of fuel, because I'd probably be in serious danger of running out of fuel about now. I nearly didn't play a game tonight. I thought, no, I'll just go to bed. I thought, nope. Have one game. Now I might be able to get a draw out of this if I can just hold off. Are there two in there yet? Nope, still only one. Where is he? Where is he? I'm trying to keep my reticule nice and tight so as soon as I spot him I can just shoot him and then withdraw. I'm going to be emerging in a minute. Where is he? Is this tense for you? It's really tense for me. Although I'm sure by the sound of my voice I sound very cool and calm and collected. They're both in there now. Right, I'm going to have to side scrape this like a boss. Where are they both? Be resting up down here, aren't they? Ah, nuts! Did he know I was going to be there? All that effort.
So for the last time, unfortunately, we're back at the tactical map, and I approached back towards the flag from this direction here, and obviously the Jagdtiger was laid up pointing straight at me. He probably spotted me when I poked the nose of my tank out just a little bit before backing off and then creeping forwards to shoot, so I think he knew exactly where I was. He spotted me, but I didn't spot him. I think that's how the mechanics can work. So what did I do wrong at the end? I think it's blimmin' obvious what I did wrong. I got killed. But apart from that, they were both in the cap at the end. When I was creeping across here very slowly, that's when it moved over to 2 in the cap. Back here there was only 1 in the cap. Got to here and then there was 2 in the cap, but I didn't notice that. I didn't notice there were 2 in the cap when I got to sort of about this position here. So I was creeping across here thinking, where's the tiger? There's a tiger down here somewhere. I mean, he's going to be a furious looking thing with very growly, and he's going to be big with a big fluffy tail and a couple of horrible legs, and he'll have dang big claws that are going to come out and tear you a new one. I thought he was going to be sort of laid up down here somewhere looking this direction. Obviously you don't get green tigers, but if you did, that's what they'd look like. What I should have done, once I saw they were both in the cap, once I knew, do a little tiny tiger, once I knew they were both in the cap, I should probably stop that and then looked at the clock, which said about 3.5 minutes remaining. I still had another minute, another minute to go before they capped out. That should have been long enough, I think, to either, I couldn't go that way because they'd have spotted me. They'd have had line of sight along there, and they would have seen me go around the back of the buildings here to get some additional cover from this rubble. I might have been able to go along here. If I got this close, proximity would have detected us, but coming along here I could have potentially come around here, got down to this end of the map, and got eyes on this direction, and just gone for a draw. Just probably change my loadout, either go to heat or high explosive, whatever this tank's got, and just got that ping of damage and skulked away and gone over here and hid and just find a hole and hide in it for the last couple of minutes of the map, and just get the draw. What I did was a complete mistake, obviously. Once I knew they were both in the cap, and I could see most of it, get to this point and you've got coverage of 99% of the cap, so I guess I should have known they would be exactly there and there. Anyway, that's not what to do. All in hindsight, it's just a game of tanks, and I enjoyed playing that game immensely. I finished that game and it just kind of ran through my head for the next half an hour, and I did go to bed, and stuck with me. Can't say I dreamt about it, but I did think about it before I went to sleep, and I did basically conclude that I probably should have done this option and gone up here and tried to do the 10 seconds left on the clock, just peeked out and fired something that's guaranteed to do some minor damage to one of those 2 tanks and go for the draw. So hope you enjoyed that game. It was pretty tense at the time, and I did enjoy it a lot. I'm always a happy player, always, even when I'm losing like that. It was really, really good fun. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the gravelly toned kind of, I wouldn't say sexy voice, but a gravelly toned plum.
We got Defender. We also got a Nadine's medal. Destroy all enemy light tanks, at least 3 in the course of 1 battle. That was a good game. I've got to say, that was a great game. I didn't even come top. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Anyway, I'm glad I was in that tank for that particular match in the end, the way it rolled out. But say, you're not likely to bounce anything, especially from a Yag Tiger. Gutted. I'm kind of happy and gutted at the same time. That's a weird sensation. Anyway, I'm glad I recorded that game and had that one tonight. That's tomorrow's video. That's today's video, that you're watching it now. Whew! I wish I could have pulled that out for you guys and made it a great win, but I'm only human. Anyway, not a bad little tank now. My mind has changed on the T69. You sometimes need those epic games where you do really, really well in a machine just to suddenly think, actually, I can play well in this tank. And yeah, that was cool. Anyway, keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I'll play the T69 again at some point soon, I promise. Take care. Bye bye.